Hello and welcome people on the internet, my name is JakeDragon7 and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. So in the previous episode, we headed further into the ancient cistern and found our way into basically hell. In this episode, we're going to continue traveling through hell, which is basically my forte as someone who has come to be known as Satan. I don't know if I've ever told this story before, but ooh, it's a fun one. So you know what? I'll tell it here, cause yeah, this is a fun one. So basically, oh god, this is my most forgettable things. So basically, I went to a Catholic school all the way from kindergarten to 8th grade. It was hell, like just hell. And now at first glance, it's like, oh, you're on a Catholic school, kids. Well, whatever, fine. And well, trust me when I say there is a lot more to it than that. That's because for my last few years of going to that school, I was not a religious kid. I actually decided that I wasn't really that into religion and just left it like midway through 6th grade. I just decided, nope, I'm not going to be a religious person anymore. So yeah, so that happened. And so yeah, you know, and the main reason I stuck out those last few years of Catholic school were because of wait, I need to. That was not what I was supposed to do. The main reason I stuck out those last couple years is because I'm just very shy a lot of the time, and I was kind of like worried about leaving my friends. So I decided I'd just stick it out until 8th grade and just be with my friends. You know, why not? Because they were like the only friends I have. Yeah, I know it's really depressing, but by this point I'll be in high school. Yeah, by the time this is uploaded, I'll be in high school, so that'll be interesting. But and there's actually a lot of this is a really cultural influence of this dungeon is, but I want to finish my story first. So basically in 8th grade, our priest would come in on certain days and basically just give us like religion lessons. Okay, so it sounds strange at first, but I mean it doesn't sound like it's really anything that it sounds, I guess, fairly harmless, right? Wrong. He was terrible. Just no one likes our wait, let me just read this real quick. Turn the stone giant to its original form and it's from below. Okay. I'm gonna find the key of the path. Okay, great. So basically he was just terrible. He was absolute garbage. Now for our first lesson, he was going over something about like a Catholic person's relation to Jesus or something stupid like that. And pretty much the exact words he said were, Satan, the atheist, knows about Jesus. We know Jesus. And like I said, I'm an atheist myself, so that kind of struck me as a little bit odd. And then he kept saying that over and over and over. He said it at least like 5 or 6 times. And then after that class, I mean, I just felt really awkward. He should have known I was an atheist. He should have known that, but I guess he just forgot. And obviously he didn't mean to be like insensitive. Really, it wasn't. Like I wasn't that offended. Like, at first I was a little bit offended. I'm like, wait. And it just, because it felt like he was calling me out as being a bad person because of my beliefs, which I'm sure he was. But I mean, whatever. Why even bother? He's like an old Catholic priest. I mean, whatever. I don't even care anymore. But anyway. So after that class, I was just talking to some of my friends. I was basically like, so hey guys, I'm Satan. Because believe me when I say, he made me feel like I was Satan. He just made me feel like he just believed I was actually the devil. So that was fun. And then yeah, the nickname just kind of stuck all year. So now I am Satan. And yeah, that's the story. Like I said, I probably told it before, but it's a pretty awesome story. So I just love it. So it's one of my more beloved, I guess, middle school experiences. Okay though. So, like I said in the last episode, I do want to go over some of the cultural background of this section right here. Because right now we're not actually being chased down, but when we were coming up the first time, we were being chased down by zombie bogoblins. And that's because this is based off of a story, or it's something along the lines of, and like I said, I don't remember the exact story, but I'll try to tell it as best as I know it. Basically what happened was, in the story, is that there was a guy who was in hell, and he tried climbing back up to get to heaven. And as he was climbing up, he got basically dragged down by a bunch of demons, or like something along those lines. I'll put on screen what the actual story is called, so you can look into it yourself if you're interested. because it's pretty cool, and I do really like the just parallels. I mean, I think it's really interesting when games just take cultural influence like this. It's just really interesting. It's one of the many reasons this is one of the most loved dungeons in this series. Not to mention the design of it is everything about like the aesthetics, like the aesthetic design, like the actual dungeon, like level design. It's just all so good. Just absolutely incredible. But alright, so we collected the blessed idol. Now we can open up the door to the is that right? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Man, these have been so easy for me lately. The first couple of dungeons I struggled with this so much, and then it just became easy. I remember the next dungeon having a fairly difficult key. I don't know. Man, I don't know. It just suddenly became really easy for me. Alright then, so here we go. So, no, wait, it's not quite it. Okay, I have to hit all these. So it looks like you still have to hit a few more switches, but we do have a boss fight coming up in just a sec, so sit tight. Here we go. I think this should be about it. Alright then, here we go. Ready to hear me gush about another incredibly awesome boss fight? Because I sure am. Although I'm not really, well, yeah, I can still hear myself. And this guy has a long neck, apparently. I guess I can save just to be safe. Although I don't see myself actually dying on this boss, but you know, it's nice to be safe. It's nice to be safe. I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry. Here we go, man. This is the ancient automaton Koloktos. Ooh, baby, this boss is awesome. Again, it's the fan favorite boss from the series as a whole, even. Alright, so for the first phase of this boss, because yes, this is a two-phase fight. Basically, what Koloktos is going to do is he's going to be using these axes to launch his hands into the ground, and we have to remove these hands. Sure, we can't let our boss have hands, can we? That would make the fight too difficult. So yes, we're just gonna waiting for him to strike. Actually, I think we have to get closer to him from the. And can I just say, this boss design is just so interesting. It's one of the more interesting boss designs, and it's a little bit strange, but it also looks pretty cool. And of course, can't forget about the music. As I mentioned, of course, it's played during the Maldaric fight as well. But as I mentioned there, it's a lot more fitting for this other boss that it plays for. And yeah, as you can tell, just, oh, it's so fitting for this fight. It's just, the orchestral style of it, and like, I don't know, it just fits this boss so well. And it's by far one of the best boss themes in the series. Alright then, so we've pulled off pretty much all of his arms. Super quick. Can we actually go in and... okay, now we're supposed to go in and strike the center part. I can't remember whether or not you're supposed to do that for this part of the fight. Alright. Let's see here. And there we go. That should be it for the first phase. Oh, wait. What's happened? Okay. Okay, so he just regained his hands. Okay. Fair enough. This boss does have a decent amount of HP, so it can take a while, but honestly, the fight itself is so fun and the music is so awesome. It's just worth every second. And the use of the whip in this fight is just awesome. I mean, being able to literally pull the boss apart by how it's... I mean, you see what's happening. You see how freaking awesome this is. I don't really think I'm gonna explain it, because it's just self-explanatory, really. And okay, I screwed that up, but whatever. And trust me, this isn't even the best part, because like I said, there is a second phase of this fight, and whoops, that isn't supposed to happen. And I just jumped right into those, didn't I? And there we go. Okay, got it. Got him. There we go. Is that it? Yeah, that's it for phase 1, I think. Oh, he's just getting his arms back again. Nope, this is it. Here we go. Yeah, this guy has legs, too. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is happening. So, basically, we're fighting like a giant, ancient robot with 6 arms, each wielding a giant sword. And guess what we get to do with these giant swords? Oh, yes. Yes. We got to pick these swords up, freaking hack the boss to pieces. Okay, maybe not quite yet. Maybe I should actually worry about whatever the hell that was first. But seriously, I mean, do I even need to say how awesome this is? I don't think words can justify how freaking awesome this fight is. And okay, I actually think I have to use this sword now. Okay, yeah, just use the hard version. And okay. Okay, yeah, so he's not. Oh crap. See if I can use this properly here. Okay, so we're supposed to hack off the rest of his arms with the sword. Gotcha. And the only reason I keep dropping it is because I'm worried about I'm just you can't move very easily with this thing, but still, look at this. This is just, I just love fights where you use the enemy's weapons against them. I just think that's one of the most fun tropes in just especially games, because it's interactive, but I mean even just in movies too, when you see it in a film or a TV show. I just think it's so awesome to see an enemy have his own weapons used against him. I just think that makes it so much cooler. Okay, and I'm trying to remember what exactly we're supposed to do for this part. Yeah, here we go. Chop off his legs and hack at the core. I believe he's gonna gain them back. And like I said, this boss does have a lot of HP, so it can take a while, but still, every second of it is just so much fun. It's just, I don't even care that it takes a long time. It's just, if anything, I wanted to take a long time. I want to savor everything about this fight. The design, just the creativity, just the ability to just hack his own limbs off with his weapons. It's just, again, I know I said it 2 seconds ago, but it's just one of my favorite things to do in games. Being able to use your enemy's weapons against them. It's just a hell of a lot of fun. Alright, though, so of course he will summon some zombie bokoblins to attack you. Let's see here. Damn. Let me be quick here. Not to mention, this fight is honestly fairly tricky. It's a lot harder than I remember it being, actually. I think it's mostly just because of how quick you have to be with, pulling off his limbs and such. It's fun. Family-friendly entertainment. Okay, I know, it's not really that dark, but still. I mean, if you think about it too much, it's a little bit dark. And well, if the internet likes doing one thing, it's overthinking fiction. Okay, well, luckily I do have a fairy, so I don't have to worry too much about getting destroyed here. Alright. So, oh god. Yeah, I'm getting screwed here. Jeez. Yeah, this boss is pretty ruthless right now, but I think one of the only complaints I can have is that, admittedly, using his swords is very, very slow. But at the same time, that kind of makes sense. I think the main complaint I just have with that is, like, it's just that he has so much range. It ends up being incredibly frustrating to actually wield the sword sometimes, because you're just, like I said, you can't really do anything. You're just kind of, like, stuck. And, like, you can't dodge or anything. If you try to dodge, you just drop the sword that you have. So it's kind of iffy, but I mean, it does, again, it makes sense, at least. Alright. Is that, no, one more, I think I'm going to do this one more time. Oh boy, I'm not sure if I can actually do that. I am very low on health. No, I tried to get away, but freaking backflips are so slow. I probably should be using my shield more. It's just like, I feel like one attack from this guy would just absolutely obliterate my shield. And obviously, you kind of got to be careful with the Sacred Shield, because it's, you know, not really much in the way of health. Now, luckily, again, I do have a fairy, so I've at least got that as safety measure. Oh, crap. Come on, game. No. Oh, man. Okay, come on. And can I get the last? Not quite. That's bad. I don't want him to have even a single arm right now. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this looks pretty funny. This really isn't that menacing. Look, very well. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I feel like that one part of this fight is very frustrating. But outside of that, I mean, this fight just, even still, like, most of the other boss fights in this game haven't been really that challenging so far. So it's nice having something that is fairly challenging. No matter, how did I lose the sword? How did I lose the freaking sword? Okay, that's it. And the very creepy boss death, if I do say so myself. That's just a little bit disturbing, just a tad bit. Alright, so yes, there we go. First we have another heart container, you know, traditional Zelda fare. Yeah, definitely just one of the best bosses in the series. It's so good. Alright though, so here we are, the Sacred Flame, finally. Alright, Skyward Strike. If I can just... There we go, Skyward Strike. And there we go. We have Farah's Flame. Now we have extra damage on our swords. That's always nice. Alright then, so yes, of course. For this whole series, I've kind of had the sword at the top of the sort of like status bar, I guess. But and this is the main reason why. It's because a lot of the focus of this game, for the second half of the game, is making your sword stronger. So yeah. Now we're finally gonna start seeing sword upgrades on the regular. Yes, of course, you have to go back to the Isle of Songs, but I think it's safe to say that, we don't really need to do that in this episode. Oh, no, I meant this. Damn it. And look who's back. I don't like you, but whatever. Okay, I didn't really need you to come barge in here and tell me something I really could have already figured out on my own, but I mean, you've been proven to underestimate me in the past. I think taking your word for things like this might not be the smartest idea. Whatever, though. Not, whatever. I mean, yes, whatever. Not... Yeah, there's not really much else to do now, so... I suppose that'll be it for this episode of Let's Play Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. If you enjoyed, maybe leave a like, maybe even subscribe to see future episodes. And yes, I hope to see you all in the future. Bye.